Okay, I've taken some time. I've eaten a bowl of cereal. Episode 13.
Hey, Betty, and anyone else who might be watching. It's been about 72 hours since you popped up all ex-roommate ex-machina, which, for those of you who missed it, went pretty much like this. What?
The sword.
What?
The second talisman is the blade of Haster.
I'm sorry, I seem to think you keep saying that the soul-sucking sword that probably only left Carmilla alive because she didn't manage to, kill anything with it is the second talisman.
Sharp as ever, Hollis. No wonder your first choice college was an evil death trap with a second-rate journalist.
Okay.
Since when is she an expert in ancient Mesopotamian languages?
My high school GPA was a 6.7 Morticia. When it turned out an evil fish god had decided to hijack my brain, I did some research. Was becoming an expert in extinct languages supposed to be hard?
Girl.
Which just left us with the issue of getting our hands on the sword. Last we knew, it was where Carmilla had dropped it, in the anglerfish pit. You know, the Dean and her minions from Corvée are currently engaged in the archaeological excavation of hell. Like, literal, actual hell.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we rappel down.
Repel. We have no idea how many minions the Dean has down there, or how deep the excavation goes.
Okay, so I build us ninja suits and we hang glide into... Ugh, you numbskulls always make everything way too complicated. I go in, I get the sword done.
And the possible army waiting for you?
Well, it's simple. I carefully, stealthily eviscerate anyone stupid enough to get in my way.
Oy, oy.
Like the Dean.
Well, in the event we encounter her, I've narrowed down the demon list to about 5 kinds of awful she could be. There are the Sumerian ones called Lilitu. You can use an amulet to cast them out.
So a 1 in 5 chance. We play exorcism roulette with the Dean?
You know, I bet nobody ever accused Tesla of playing exorcism roulette.
Okay.
Sounds like your dad's plans are ready for some applied genius. Let me know when yours are.
What's our dad doing?
And Dad's got a new project. Of course he does. It's my luck, it's probably one of those tracking chips they put in pets.
Are we just not gonna talk about what just happened? Hello?
Look, I know you'd much rather just lone wolf it into the pit and grab the sword.
Really, what gave you that idea?
Because it's what you always do.
She reads a
get it.
lot.
No fun discussing strategy with the preschoolers when you're so much smarter than us. It only gets worse when it's about your mother and your revenge, because then you might have to admit that your feelings are getting in the way. Then you might have to admit that you have feelings.
I think you better leave the insights to those who attended freshman psychology cupcake.
Like it's some profound revelation. You never want to admit how you feel. Not how angry you are. Not how scared you are that you'll never escape your mother. Not that you don't know if you can ever forgive me.
Just open up, Carmilla. Just open up.
Not that you aren't as confused as I am about what that kiss meant.
Huh? Here we go.
Please. You think nobody's ever kissed me to make themselves feel better?
Whoa.
It's not what I was...
Of course it was.
Holy cow.
Okay, you want to talk about feelings? You're scared, and you're lonely. And you're not sure you're up to saving the world because you couldn't even save this place. And you wanted to forget that, so you let go of your little friends act and you kiss me, and that's fine.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean I'm gonna blindly go back to following your lead.
It's... the 2 people are involved. It takes 2 to tango. Okay, what about your feelings? Why you kissed her back?
I need that sword. And if you don't have a plan by sundown, I'm getting it myself.
So yes, if you were wondering, it was possible to make the Carm situation worse. For lo, I am Laura Hollis, romantic kryptonite.
Oh, Laura.
What would Hermione do? You're right. I should definitely worry about averting the apocalypse and not about the feelings. Or the kissing. So, instead of obsessing, I have found us a primo source of intel. You may remember these weird bursts of static we were getting a while back. Turns out it's Mel, who's been podcasting the lowdown from the pit on the Silas Ethernet.
Oh.
Hi. So glad you found time to care. It's not like we've been down here for, 2.5 months. I can't believe I thought this was going to be an actual rescue.
Golly.
Hey, this is totally an actual rescue.
The same way your glorious plan to reclaim the school ended with Lawrence, all evil dead, and the rest of us in a literal hellhole reenacting the Ten Commandments?
Okay, yes, that plan had a few snags, but we have a new, much better plan of which you are an essential part as our pit person. Pit insider? Ooh, embedded pit correspondent.
This is the worst.
We just need to figure out what's going on down there so we can nab the sword, collect the other talismans, defeat the dean, and let everyone go. Wham, bam, totally a plan. Laugh, are you okay? What's going on?
Yeah, no, not to throw a monkey wrench in all the planning, but I think I figured out what kind of demon the dean is.
Laugh, that's amazing. What are we looking at? Sumerian wind demon, creepy super succubus, ooh, terrifying gorgon. Can we exorcise her?
Yeah, turns out that's not so much a problem, because the dean is a god.
Oh! Uh-oh. Guess gods are harder to get rid of. Episode 14.
Like a god?
Did you just...
Like a god. Like a full-on as flies to wanton boys, destroyer of worlds, I'm the alpha and the omega god? God? That doesn't seem...
Okay, yes, Mother is controlling and immortal and narcissistic, but
God
there's
glorificus.
no way that she's a...
She's a god. Do we have a plan for a god?
Not really, I'm an atheist.
Okay, hold up. Before we deify anyone, you stop mentally Googling your favorite mythological quotes, and you explain to me how you came about this little revelation.
Okay, so I've been making a concordance of the Book of Lives, looking for clues about the other talismans and why they might affect the dean. And I kept coming across all these references to Inanna and Ishtar and Astarte and the Descent.
That's just a Sumerian poem.
Yeah, but the book keeps talking about it like it never happened. Like, for some reason, this Inanna chick was psyched about descending into hell, so the other gods were like, or no. And they used blood magic to bind her into human form using 4 talismans.
Right.
Which, given that the dean's looking to open the gates of hell, and we're looking for 4 talismans to control her...
Inanna. She's a pretty big god. Like, we aren't talking about some third-rate footnote in charge of sheep bedazzling. That's like your nemesis is Zeus or Odin. Zeus and Odin aren't real. Wait, are Zeus and Odin real? Shouldn't we have known if gods were real?
Of course they aren't real.
Carmilla's outfit.
And even if
by
they
the
were,
way,
there's no way that Mother's Inanna, because Inanna is a capricious god of love and warfare. All right, but she loves unquestioning worship and tricks people and threatens
oh,
to summon the dead.
oh boy.
We're up against a god.
Womp womp.
Does anyone else miss the days when all we had to deal with were vanishing girls in university? It was probably only run by vampires.
Oh, hi. Hi, remember me hanging out in a pit full of Zetas, a vampire? Look, if you 3 are done having your religious crisis, then maybe you want to, I don't know, listen to my freaking podcast and then make a plan to get the sword. Let the wolves devour you and all your cookies. God, crap.
Wow. So I guess that's been happening.
It was nice to see Elsie again, though, huh?
Okay, so here's the loading. They have us working in 16-hour shifts. And near the end of the day, they ring this big bell, and then we all trudge back up to the barracks to sleep. Usually either Lawrence or Human Taper and Theo are supervising with a few of the Corvée goons, but near the end of the day, he gets bored, so he turns into
What are they
a little early, for
excavating?
beer and a hearty round of harassing the female prisoners. That confusion's probably your best chance to slip in.
And the sword. Do you even know where it is down there?
Well, that's the good news. I mean, if any of this can be remotely considered to be good, nobody wants to touch that thing. I mean, her supreme prissiness won't even go near it. They had us wall it off behind a cairn of stones while we were digging down to the first gate.
All right. So we wait for the shift to change, sneak in, and dig out the sword, yeah?
I still think if we had ninja suits and hang gliders...
Oh
See
boy.
a henchman from a Bond film?
She go!
Simpler and less prone to mid-air collision is definitely more
Bye,
risky, but I'm
Carmilla.
sure Carmel even backed me up on that.
Like, see ya,
Wait, where's
motherfuckers. I'm out of
She
here.
leaves?
Vampirella? She just grabbed a spear and left. But how did you guys miss that?
Laura Running's my favorite. Brody Gay Rescue.
Here we go. Almost there.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Okay, I'm fine. Stop fussing.
Oh, I see. So fine is our new code word for mysteriously lost consciousness at the pit and had to be rescued by the frail little humans, huh?
I must have just hit my head on a rock while I was digging out the sword.
Oh, well, guess it's a good thing then that you didn't go down there all alone without any backup to carry you and the talisman safely out of the giant evil hell pit.
Is there gonna be a lot more of this gloating? Because I'm starting to miss unconsciousness.
Oh. I guess the library's pleased. So, victory.
Wait.
Well, mostly, despite Carm's
The
little
library
case of
bakes her
typos. We managed
cupcakes?
to steal the sword, sneak back to
That's
safety before the
amazing.
dean even noticed we were gone.
It's a smart
All
house.
for the team.
Laura Eileen Hollis.
Oh, boy.
Did you pick a fight with a god?
Womp womp. Holy camole.